Let me show you a simple way to make your chords sound better. That's what I just did in the beginning of this video. Alright, so I'm going to show you alternative ways of playing your chords, because when you learn the guitar, you start by learning basic chords, but as you advance, you want your chords to sound better, right? Yeah, so that is what the pros use to capture your attention. And if you stay to the end of this video, I assure you that you are going to sound better. Alright, so make sure you don't skip and watch to the end. Okay, so if you are watching this video, one of the requirements is that you already know how to play your bar chords, and you already know how to play this chord, bar chords in this shape, or your major and minor bar chords on the 5th string, which is this. I'm playing the key of C, so your C major, your D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, then the B diminished, and then the C major. Alright? And if you don't know how to do any of this, please, I have created a course that teaches how to play bar chords and videos below. So what we're going to do is learn how to play alternative chords. So instead of playing this C major chord like this, what is another way we can play the C major? We're going to play the C major 7th. Alright? So the C major 7th chord looks something like this. So the C major chord, the difference is just one note here. So I'm playing my index finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret. My ring finger is on the 5th fret, 4th string. My middle finger is on the 4th fret and the 3rd string, and then the little finger is here on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. So it goes like this. Okay, so you can try it along. I hope you are trying it along. Hope you are doing the same thing as I am doing, right? So the good thing is, when you learn a major shape, this major shape can be used for when I'm playing F. Alright? So we have the C, alright? So the next shape, instead of playing our D minor like this, what is the other way we can play it to make it sound beautiful? Simple, we're going to play the D minor 7th. And the simplest way, the simplest shortcut I usually use, and I teach people, just to take off your little finger. When you just play the chord like this, you take out your little finger. It's going to give you a D minor 7. Alright? Now by the end of this video, I'm going to show you a very cool trick that I use. And I use it in the beginning. So make sure you watch closely, okay? So it sounds like this. This is the D minor. So the good thing is that this D minor shape is the same thing. If we want to play our E minor 7th, this is our D minor 7th. If we want to play our E minor 7th, we just move it to the E minor 7th. Alright? So D minor 7th, E minor. So remember, let's go from the top. We have done C major, our Do, then Re, then E minor 7th, Mi. Don't go anywhere, because I'm going to show you how to apply all of these things in a particular chord progression, right? Then the next chord after the Mi or the E is the F. So the good thing also is that this F is going to use the same shape like our C major 7th. So instead of playing our F normally, we want to play it as our F major 7th. So from C major 7th, you can move it to an F major 7th. Alright, so we have C major 7th, D minor 7th, E minor 7th, then F major 7th. Awesome. Then the next chord is our G, which is our Sol. So it's our G dominant 7th. It goes like this. And it's our index finger on the 10th fret. Index finger on the 10th fret. Then our ring finger follows on 2 frets after on the 4th string. And then the little finger is on the 2nd string of that same fret. So it goes like this. So after we get this, we're going to move to the next chord, which is our A minor 7th. Our A minor 7th. Now remember, A is a minor chord, right? We'll play it as a minor chord. So it's going to take the shape of this D minor 7th, E minor 7th, then A minor 7th. Awesome. So if we play it from the top, we have C major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7, G dominant 7th, A minor 7th, then B diminished looks something like this. Looks very funny. I'm sorry, I struggle with numbers sometimes, so to call these frets, I don't know. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So on fret 13, the index finger on the 3rd string. Then on 14, your ring finger on the 5th string. Then on 15, your middle finger, then ring finger goes to the next on 15, and then your little finger is below it like this. This is your T, then Do. Finally, awesome. So all together we have Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, La, then Ti, then Do. I believe you watched to this point. If you watched to this point, type awesome in the comment section. Let me be sure that we are following. So this is the point where I show you how to combine all of it and then make sense. Alright? So I did something like, there's what we call chord embellishment. So instead of just playing it like this, what I'm doing is I'm playing all, but then I'm hammering on this note here, this note on the 5th fret, 2nd string. Then when I go to my Re, I'm hammering on this note, the same string on the 2nd string. Then I'm using my little finger, this note here, like this note on the 7, 8, 9, 10, on the 10th fret, 1st and 2nd string. So I'm doing, so you can do something like that. Right, then Fa. So yeah. So if you've watched this video to this point, it means that you enjoy how I teach, you love how I do my stuff. So if you want to learn how to take this another level, right? I want to learn how to solo and play rhythm guitar properly. I've created videos on my channel that explain how to do this in-depthly, how to solo, how to combine lead guitar and rhythm and lead guitar, alright? So make sure you check those videos. If you watch this video to this point, thank you. Make sure you subscribe. If you want to learn how to combine lead and rhythm together, I advise you to watch this next video right here.